Jason had to leave because I don't know the details, actually.
Oh, well, I hope everything's all right.
With Jason to the rescue, I'm sure all dragons will be slain and all those in peril will be saved. Go ahead. But I digress.
Digressing is good. I think we should keep digressing. Speaking of, well, did you guys get to watch the bowl games?
Yes, of course. Perhaps you are unaware, but I am an avid college football fan.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. Paradoxically, it's the opposite of science. A world ruled purely by emotion. Not that science doesn't play a big part, physics, biology, they're all important factors. But the game itself is completely illogical. I mean, players regularly make feats that seem impossible. Anyway, it's totally irrational, and I love it.
And they look really good in their uniforms.
Oh, here.
Boy, damsels in simpaticos or anything more formidable.
Well, I guess you'll be watching the national championship.
Yes, will you and Jason be watching as well?
Damien.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize if my enthusiasm appears intemperate, but I assure you it's not hyperbole. You and I stood on the dock lamenting dear Jason's loss, and you in particular had a feeling that he was still of this world. And I mean, I'm ashamed to admit that I had given up hope, but your bond with Jason, it defies, well, anything.
Thank you, Spinelli. Thank you very much. But I think that you might have saw something that actually wasn't going on.
I disagree.
Damien, bear in mind that you were not privy to the conversation that occurred prior to the moment you witnessed.
Yes, but I did witness the moment. Okay. Ever since Jason has rediscovered who he was, you two have become closer, right?
Well, yeah, but...
That's the first steps. That's all that matters. And as Jason rediscovers his love for you, in turn, he'll rediscover himself. What do you...
Damien, please. It's unfair to give Samantha false hope.
No, it's not false. I feel this in my bones, Ellie. Don't you?
I know how it must have looked, okay? And there might have been a moment or a spark of some sort, but Jason doesn't remember our life together, much less loving me. So
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
Memory or not, I mean, the mutual attraction was palpable. So, if you'll forgive me for asking.
Whoa. If you have to ask forgiveness in advance, my love, perhaps the question just shouldn't be posed at all.
It's okay. You're my friend. You love me. I know you love Jason. Jason would have never found out the truth if it weren't for you. So go ahead. Ask me anything you want. Anything.
Okay. In your estimation, is this rekindled attraction between you and Jason a fortuitous thing or not?
Well, the truth is, Spinelli, if he woke up tomorrow with all of his old feelings and all of his old memories, we wouldn't have our Jason back. A lot has happened in the past year and a half. He now is sharing a son with Elizabeth. When he went missing, he had no idea that Danny was his. Now he does, so there's that.
I'm certain that he's taking his newfound parenthood quite seriously.
Not just with Jake and Danny. He's grown close to all of Elizabeth's boys.
Yeah, but how is that different from the way he was before? From the care and concern that he lavished on Michael and Morgan. He was a devoted uncle and surrogate father.
You're right. I mean, in a lot of ways, he is the same as he was before. I mean, not just like the badass taking care of things kind of way, but he's honorable and loyal, and he's really protective without being protective.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But there must be differences as well.
Yeah, since his return, he formed a significant relationship with Elizabeth.
He did, but it wasn't what he thought it was. Jason was going to Elizabeth's when he left. His son needed him, and that's all I gotta say about that. As for me and Jason, I hope the new year brings me a chance to get to know him all over again.
Oh, well, I really hope it goes well. However, not to be too much the skeptic, but it is entirely possible that upon further acquaintance and without the allure of your shared past, you may not find yourself in love with Jason.
Oh, perish the thought.
Spinelli, you know what? She's right. The thought has crossed my mind.
Oh, great. An hour into the new year, and 2016 is already in the proverbial commode.
You know what? But wait. I've got to remind you something very important.
What?
He's still Jason. And all the qualities that I love in him, they're still there.